Big Mouth is back. UFC middleweight Kevin Holland. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How about you, bro?
I'm hanging in there, hanging in there. Bike shopping today, right?
Yeah. Getting a little bike, trying to keep up with these guys with the cardio and everything since they keep giving me fights in the blink of an eye. So, got to be ready to go.
Yeah, and let's talk about that a little bit. Will there ever be a time where you take a full camp for a fight, man? You keep getting in there over and over again on these short notice fights.
No, man, I take what they give me. You know what I mean? I take what they give me. I'm trying to be a real company man. So if they give me something, I try and take it. Actually, they try to offer me full camps. And for some reason, I guess we were in the process of seeing how healthy we truly were, getting looked at and stuff like that. And they booked those people against somebody else. So I missed out on those. So here I am back at it like a
And I know
jackrabbit.
I know you throw out a lot of names. You like to kind of propose ideas, get people going, get them excited about it. Makhmud Muradov is not necessarily one of those names. Was he a new name to you when he was offered? Were you familiar with him, or kind of what was that whole deal?
No, I seen him. I seen him fight Alicio Di Serio. You know what I mean? That was a common
Yeah.
opponent. So I watched those two fight, and you know, I figured. I feel like he used the same game plan I did against Alicio Di Serio. He just switched up the rounds on it. You know what I mean? But I did it with one hand, so that tells you a lot.
Yeah, and do you like, when they come to you, is it more appealing for you to take a short notice fight knowing that a guy's a striker? Obviously, Muradov's got some type of connection to Floyd Mayweather, and most of his fights have been relatively stand-up oriented. So does that help persuade you into these, being more excited about a matchup and taking it?
Nah. Again, when fights are turned down on my behalf, and I'm not the one that turned them down, and I hear about it, and then they offer me something, whatever they offer me next, I'm going to take. You know what I mean? It wouldn't matter who it was. It could have been against the Incredible Hulk. I was going to take it. So it just so happens it was on 2 weeks' notice, and it was against the guy who's from the money team, baby. So that's pretty sick altogether. Props out to that guy. I think that's pretty dope.
Break him down a little bit for me. I mean, what are you expecting to see out of him when you guys get in there?
Say that one more time.
I said, break him down for me a little bit. What do you expect to see out of him when you guys get in there?
A little bit of everything. You know what I mean? I saw some of his fights. I went and did a little research. He shoots a pretty nice takedown off some of his strikes. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm just, I mean, it's gonna be a fight. When I go in there, I never really know what I'm gonna do. I just do it, bro. I just go out there and scrap with the scrap pack and make it happen. Whatever they want to do, let's do it. Take what the defense gives you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to ask you too. What did you think of your boy Buckley's knockout?
Oh, that was good. Look, man. I'm gonna tell you, every time somebody asks me what I think about Buckley, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I am so proud of Mijo. He has came so far in such little time. I am so proud of him. Keep it up, Bucko.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Obviously, it makes you look even better because you finished him too. So, if you go out there, you get another win in this fight. Do you feel like that will propel you into a ranked type of matchup? Is that what kind of you think this will be a stepping stone for those type of matchups going forward?
I mean, I don't really want to, speak on anybody else's behalf, but I'm pretty sure ranked opponents have already been, suggested. It would have been nice to take it, but if you ask me, some of the guys who are ranked probably shouldn't be ranked, and the guy that I'm fighting with the record that he has, it's a pretty good record. It's better than a lot of the guys in the top 15. So, he's on a 13-fight win streak. I don't really care. I don't really care about all those numbers next to your name. Gold this, gold that. I just want to scrap. You know what I mean? Like whoever it is, I don't care. If it's somebody I don't like, more the merrier. If it's somebody I think is a pretty good fighter, even more beautiful. It's a beautiful martial arts fest. But at the end of the day, I just want to fight. I want to scrap. Every time you offer me a fight, I want to be there. I want to take it. I want to show up. Plus, I like the check that comes with it. I like being able to buy things. No problem.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you feel like with the win here, I know, like I said earlier, you're always tossing out names. I looked at your Twitter before I hopped on with you, and you had said things about Mike Perry before. You had said things about Hamzat Chimaev, and I know they're still looking for an opponent for him. Would that be a fight that you would potentially, take in December? Was that something that you would not rule out after this one?
So it's like I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that a lot. And I was like, you know what? If they come to me with the fight, of course I'm going to take it, He did a little push, So when it comes, I'll definitely be motivated for it. But at the end of the day, the guy's 8-0. He looks good in his last few fights, but he's never fought anybody with a winning record in the UFC. So he's fighting everybody who's coming off a losing record. So I can't really look at him and be like, ooh, like everybody else is, because really a martial artist, and I'm really looking at this thing overly around. If you fight him, you got to be fighting him because he has a big name right now. You can't be fighting him because who he beat, because he ain't beat nobody. You know, you can't be, I don't know. Props to that guy. He's doing great, but his record is 8-0. If he wins his next fight, he'll be 9-0. I'm fighting a guy on a 13-fight win streak. You know what I mean? We do the math there. We're not in the same ballpark. You know what I mean? I don't care about you being undefeated. We don't even have the same amount of fights. At least Stylebender, you know, he's like, what, 20-0 now? But he has 100 pro fights. That's a lot of fights, bro. You know? Like Chasma said, this is his third year. I've been doing this for, like, you know, a little over 10 now. Catch up, buddy.
Yeah. Do you think that it's more of an issue of him being overhyped or overrated, or do you think it's more that he's just not proven yet?
Hey, I wouldn't say he's overhyped. I wouldn't say he's overrated. I wouldn't say he's not proven yet. But I'm saying, if you're asking me who I want to fight next, I mean, it sounded good because he pushed me and I was hyped up on it. But if we're talking about overall wanting a good test in martial arts, it has to be people fighting other people coming off winning records. You know, if he goes and fights Neil Magny and shows that he really can do that, heck yeah, I'm interested. But at that point in time, why would he be interested in fighting me, right? He got the clout, he got the name. He doesn't want to fight somebody like me. All risk, no reward. I beat his ass, and then what happens? They hardly even know who I am still right now. They're still wondering who I am. You know what I mean? Half these guys got 100,000 followers. I'm still sitting at 37. I mean, whoever they want me to fight, I'm going to fight. You know, I don't want to talk bad about, you know, somebody who's up and doing their thing. I ain't going to shit on no man's parade, but there's levels to this. You know, you seen that when Paulo Castillo went over there and fought Israel. They were both undefeated. Undefeated don't mean nothing. Who you fought means everything. You know, so we'll see.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of different fighters actually say that. Michael Chiesa said pretty much the same thing that you just said when he talked to us last week. So I think you're not alone in feeling that way. Just a couple other odds and ends things. Texas is back in the business of having MMA shows. Their first one is scheduled for December. It's going to have a 50% capacity audience. Would you like to see the UFC maybe venture into that and do something in your backyard with fans?
If it's beneficial, yes. If it's beneficial, most definitely. If it's not beneficial, why make the move? I'm for whatever. We can keep fighting in the Apex and keep fighting on Fight Island. You know, I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever, bro. I don't care. But if we get to fight in Texas and we get to have fans, boy, the after party will be lit.
There you go. And you talked about, you know, a lot of the matchups we're talking about are middleweight, and you've always said that you're open to fighting at either 170 or 185. I kind of get the vibe that right now everything's just focused on 185. Do you think that that's what you're looking at for now and just kind of seeing how things go there, putting 170 on the back burner, or are you still hoping to drop back down at some point?
I know for most people, they try and keep it like it's a science of how much they weigh. I walk around most of the time at 196 pounds. If my old lady's cooking good and I'm eating good, I'll probably get to 200. One time I seen myself at 208 and I was lifting weights almost every day doing no cardio. I'm not a heavy guy, you know. I'm pretty sure if I did what everybody else did, I did the trifecta, or if I did Lockhart for a full camp, I could make 170. So I never put the option off the table. But why would you want to die with an empty belly? I'd rather die on a full stomach. So if we're going out there and there's a potential chance that one of us could die, you might want to die on a full belly too. So if you're cutting a lot of weight to fight me at 85, you're still getting smacked. If I got to cut a lot of weight to fight you at 70, I'm going to be a hungry man. So for sure, somebody's going to die. So you might not want to see me there.
Last question for you, man. When I'm a fan, when I'm viewing as a fan next Saturday or as a reporter, and I sit down on this couch, what am I going to see go down between you and Makhmud Muradov?
You know, he's on a 13-fight win streak. He's only won 2 fights in the UFC. I'm going to smack that boy. 13-fight win streak coming to a halt. The greatest thing he'll ever say he done was be on a 13-fight win streak. I'm about to beat that boy's ass, Seabass. Let's go, bucko.
Awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate the time, and good luck in the fight, Kevin.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, man. Pleasure talking to you.